Hi folks, welcome back. We're now on our second last day on Arvia. We're heading back to Southampton. It's a day at sea today and a day at sea tomorrow. But we thought we'd give you a bit of an overview of the whole cruise, because nothing can change after tomorrow anyway. It is what it is, isn't it?
Mm-hmm, it certainly is.
Well, we thought we'd do a bit of an overview of our experience, our time on Arvia, P&O Arvia. I'll let Joe go because I'm going to try and calm and rein in my bit.
Well, where do you want me to start, my love?
You start from the first day you got on board.
The first day I got on board? Oh my God, I can't remember that far back.
No.
I wiped it from my memory.
Why have you wiped it from your memory?
So, I mean, it didn't bode well when
We parked the car.
But hey-ho, I think we've covered that. And you had to get back off.
Yeah, because they couldn't open the door. Even though we explained to them how to open the door.
And these are supposed to be people who park cars all the time, so
Yes.
go figure. So I suppose in general what we found is the dining options that are included in the price of the cruise leave a lot to be desired.
A lot.
We had, I mean, the pizza's all right from 360.
Is it not 360?
Yeah, it is. It's 360.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
the
pizzas
pizza's
are quite
all right.
nice actually. You get two choices, a cheese or a mushroom. There's no pepperoni.
No. I know, but then both are veggie.
Yeah.
We went to 6th Street Diner for lunch.
On our second day.
Second.
Yeah.
We didn't go for lunch. We went for
tea.
tea.
Dinner.
And it was,
I ordered the burger.
well, we both did.
We both ordered the burger. Mine without lettuce and Joe's without cheese.
It came like that.
It came like that, not a problem. They state it's the best burger at sea. No, it's not.
No, that's the Prime Minister burger that you
No,
had
no,
today.
no, no. They also say 6th Street Diner.
Right.
6th Street Diner is the best burger joint at sea.
And what makes me laugh is the fact that the queue, the virtual queue for it, is always full.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we simply can't understand why, because the experience we had was just horrendous.
Milkshakes. I asked what the flavoured milkshakes they did because we weren't given that option. It was strawberry,
Chocolate or
chocolate or vanilla. Now, where's the Oreos? Where's the peanut butter? Where's the bananas? Where's all the other flavours you get on other cruise ships? I won't mention the other cruise ships' names, but they are more superior on other cruise ships. The burgers weren't that nice.
They were dry.
They were dry. They were
Dry,
awful.
weren't
And I've just experienced they're using the same burgers throughout the ship, regardless of where you order it from. I've just been to Keel and Cow and had a burger, the Prime Minister burger. It was the same burger that you get in Horizon, that you get in 360, in Johnny Rockets.
Not Johnny Rockets. Different ship.
Different ship. Not Johnny Rockets. In 6th Street. It's the same burger. It's and the one in Keel and Cow, even though you pay extra for it, I had to send it back because it was cold. Stone cold. Anyway, we'll come back onto that in a minute. Carry on about your experience.
My experiences. So we found that Limelight, that was good.
Yeah, we first seen
Deborah Stevenson.
Deborah Stevenson. She was really good, really nice, fantastic.
And the food was pleasant.
The food was very pleasant.
Dessert was a bit
Let down.
Yeah. We went to, where else? We did afternoon tea
That was really nice.
at the Epicurean. That was nice.
That was absolutely gorgeous.
And we've done the beach house.
The beach house, which is, again, if you ever want a steak, go to the beach house on this boat. You cook it yourself, so you've got nobody else to blame but you. But it's done on like a lava rock. It's like a platter.
It's a hot lava rock.
It's a hot lava rock. And it is absolutely gorgeous. It's a melt-in-your-mouth steak. And Joe had the kebab, which had fish on it, the seafood kebab,
Yep.
and that looked absolutely
It
lovely
had
as well.
lobster tail.
Oh yeah, proper lobster tail.
Yeah, it was nice.
We've also been to the sushi.
Oh, that was amazing.
That was absolutely outstanding. Very nice. Very pricey for 6 pieces, but it was very nice. Not filling. And we also went to the Indians on here.
Oh, yeah.
I had the mixed platter for the main. You can choose anything you want. £22, 3 course.
Wasn't it?
And you could choose the most expensive on there and you'll get it for £22, which I did. And it was absolutely divine. I loved every minute of it. Where else have we tried?
We tried the olive grove and walked out.
Yes, I ordered a carbonara. And Joe ordered
Like a seafood salad.
seafood salad. We'll first talk with seafood salad.
Everything was covered in breadcrumbs or something, or a light batter, and deep fried. And, you know, I appreciate it's not a green leaf salad. However, supposedly this is a not Mexican, this is a Mediterranean, flavours of the Mediterranean, bright and colourful and da-da-da-da. And when it comes and everything's deep fried, you look at it and you think that's not Mediterranean, because if it was Mediterranean, it would be fresh, drizzled maybe with a bit of olive oil or balsamic vinegar or something, and it just wasn't, and it was just
It should have
unappealing.
It should have been presented a lot better as well on a plate, not stuck in a bowl, looking like
Oh, it was just no. And then
It
what
was
was your
awful.
carbonara like?
carbonara. I'm still waiting for the cheese. There was no bacon in it. It had mushrooms.
It had pancetta in it.
No, it didn't.
It did have a bit.
A bit. No. I sliced into it, tasted it, and there was just no flavour. It was bland. It was more like a bechamel sauce. Very, very. I wouldn't even bother going there.
No.
No.
And there was another woman that
Oh, that's
didn't eat.
quite-
It sat like a couple of tables behind us. We think she had the carbonara, but she didn't eat anything and said it was disgusting.
Yeah.
The couple sat next to us didn't seem overly enamoured by the experience. We did just get up and walk out because we just were like, no.
No, it was appalling. We'll come on to the staff in a minute.
We then went to... Last night we went back to the main dining room. No.
I ordered...
Potted shrimp.
Now, folks, in your comments, please tell me what you think potted shrimp looks like. Because what we got was not potted shrimps. It was more like butter with a few shrimps in it. And I don't mean... It was hard butter.
It was hard. You couldn't spread it. It was just
You couldn't do
appalling.
anything with it. Where I believe potted shrimp it's like a pate type thing with shrimps in it.
And then there's butter on the top to seal it and keep it fresh.
Yes, that is what you call potted shrimp, not what we got last night.
I then had the grilled...
There are photos, as you'll see as we
Yeah.
go through.
I had the grilled barracuda
Yeah, which looked okay,
with pui lentils.
except for the lentils.
So the fish was adequate.
Yep.
Pui lentils were just grey mush, so they didn't get eaten.
No, they look like a dog that's barfed up its dinner. It was very much unappealing. I don't even think Thorn or Star would have eaten it.
And you had the steak.
Steak. How can you go wrong with a steak? I asked for it medium. It came out. Looks like it had no colour on it. It was unappealing. It was tough. It was leathery. It was hard to chew. I just stopped eating it, and
And we didn't get dessert.
we didn't get dessert. Again, we walked out.
We went to the cattle market, didn't we, and got
Yeah.
a piece of Victoria sponge cake, which was actually quite nice.
It was very nice. Yeah. Cattle market. We've been going there for breakfast as well as other places like the Keys. The Keys is less busy.
Choice.
and also less choice, but you can get what you want there if you go at the right time. Joe's been having quite healthy breakfast. I've been having a full Monty, like a bacon butty.
Although the rice buns in the Horizon buffet
Yes.
are very nice, if you can get hold of any.
Because Sam Bailey complained she couldn't get a hold of any. Horizon buffet, it is a cattle market, an absolute mayhem.
It's not, and I guess in some ways this is unfair, because if that's all we've been used to, we would just accept it. But because we've been on
Other cruises, we should not mention Royal Caribbean.
the layout was just very confusing, whereas on previous cruises we've been on, it's a much nicer layout. And I get that they're trying to reduce single-use plastics and things like this, so they don't have yogurt pots. It's all in a dish, a big dish, and you help yourself. But you do have to question hygiene.
A lot, because unlike on other cruise ships that we've been on, where you're forced to wash your hands, on here I've hardly seen anybody wash their hands.
No, and if you go into one of the restaurants, mind you, Keel and Cow didn't do that today. If you go into and even the main dining room does, if you go into most of the other restaurants, they will give you hand gel.
Which, coming from a medical side, hand gel does not kill bacteria. Soap and water does that. Hand gel is alcoholic. It doesn't kill germs. Good soap, good water, hot water will kill a lot of bacteria.
It just goes to show, doesn't it, that when you go into the Horizon buffet, there's like 3 taps. On previous cruise lines, there's been like 6 each side.
Each side. It is far better on other cruise lines. And
you can't walk through the middle, you have to walk through and wash your hands.
Yeah, because you're forced on other cruise lines to go and wash your hands. So that's Horizon. Keel and Cow, we've been down there quite a lot for fish and chips.
No, that's the Keys.
The Keys, sorry. For fish and chips. Also the wraps, the Yorkshire pudding wraps, which Joe has liked.
They've been alright.
They've been alright. I've been enjoying the bit of Chinese type thing there. I haven't had what I wanted, but that's down to because I've been missing it.
Yeah.
So if you ever want to go somewhere quick and easy, go to the Keys. It's quite nice.
Keel and Cow today.
Keel and Cow today.
It's formal celebration night tonight, which means that unless you've got a shirt and tie and diamond and tiara, there's only certain places you can go. So we decided we'd do lunch at the Keel and Cow rather than try and get in tonight.
And the starter was quite nice. We both ordered the sticky duck in a with
a bao bun.
That was quite pleasant, very nice,
and
tasty.
He did warn us that everything
is pre-cooked.
Everything is cooked fresh.
Cooked fresh.
So it could be like 40 to 50 minute wait.
Yes.
Which you kind of think, oh, good.
I was going to have what Joe had, which was
the
cod
and monkfish.
No, yes.
Cod and monkfish. They call it scampi, but he did say it's not scampi in the way we Brits would imagine scampi. It's just battered.
It's like fish. It's like fish you get from a chippy.
It's like cod bites.
Yeah, cod bites from a chippy.
Fish bites, yeah. But they were nice, and it's like gin and tonic batter.
Yeah.
Which, don't let that put you off if you don't like gin, because you can't taste it.
You can't taste it. It just makes it like a tempura type batter, which is quite nice. And I went for the Prime Minister burger like a fool. It came out. I cut it in half, and I asked for a chainsaw because it was so tough. That's when I realised it must be cold. I had 2 bites, and it was freezing. Everything in it was cold. So me and Joe reckon they cooked my burger, left it standing
while they finished mine off.
While they cooked the fish. Sent it back, came back. It was okay. I couldn't eat it all because I had Joe's chips. It was the same burgers you get in everywhere else. So don't think it's a burger made there. What I would have expected from the Keel and Cow was a smashed burger, which I think would have shown is different, but it's not. It is a pate type shaped burger like you're getting everywhere else. So they do use the same burgers. We've been enjoying the Costa coffee downstairs on deck 6. We've been looked after quite nicely down there by a particular waiter, wasn't he? He kept coming over. He knew what we wanted. We always have our Costa coffees in the cups, not the glass tumblers, because coffee goes cold in those quite quick. And he'll come over, coffee latte, soy milk latte in a cup, and he's done the order. Not a problem. Orange juice comes if you want orange juice. Don't go to the Horizon buffet because it's filtered water. It's like water.
It's just orange squash.
It's just orange squash. It's not proper orange juice. But downstairs in where the Costa coffee place is, it is.
Well, the bars have it as well. They have like fresh orange.
Fresh orange. It actually comes in a sealed jar, fresh orange, which is quite nice. So we've been looked after quite nicely in there. The other place we mentioned earlier, the beach house with the guy Luke, I call him Skywalker. He was absolutely great. He had a good laugh with you. He had a good joke with you. He made you feel like he was on holiday. Unlike 99 or 98% of the staff on here, they are atrocious. You got more chance of finding a yellow duck than a waiter to try and take a drinks order. It's appalling. Today I've seen people clearing their own tables to be able to sit down while staff are walking around doing nothing.
Or talk to each other.
Or talking to each other. And I have got photographs. So as you can expect, I'm not going to complain to P&O because they'll only send you a bog standard apology. And here's 10% off. No, we're not coming back on here, I don't think. Not for me anyway. Jo can do what she wants when I'm buried and dead. Who wants to spend my pensions? Yeah, it won't get her very far. But it'll be a very, very long time. I will be putting a TripAdvisor review up, and I will be explaining why I'm not doing it as a complaint with them, because they don't care.
I mean, even so much as the entertainment we were saying, weren't we? Entertainment, as long as it's not the headliners theatre company.
Who have we had?
We've had Sam Bailey. Her voice is, I mean, I've never seen or heard of Sam Bailey, so for me it was her first experience and she was absolutely amazing.
She was powerful.
Deborah Stevenson. I knew who she was.
I didn't.
And she's an impressionist.
Comedian, and she sings a few songs.
Yeah, she was pleasant.
Yeah.
She was all right. We've had Peter Howarth.
The road is long, with many a winding turn that leads us to who knows where, who knows.
He was good.
Who is the current lead singer of the Hollies and he's played Roy Orbison on in the West End.
West End. He was really good.
He was very good.
The
Privateers.
They were fantastic. ABR, if you're watching this, get them to the ABR. They will have the place rocking. They were absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, but basically, anybody who isn't part of P&O is a very good entertainer, and
Yeah.
everybody else needs to go back to school.
Yeah, dance classes or whatever. Because we've seen the headline theatre group. We have been to most of their shows.
We did cancel the last one because
We have cancelled the
we
last
couldn't
one.
face sitting through them again.
No, they act and feel as though they have just come out or qualified as dance entertainers. It's diabolical, and the actual manager Neil Oliver, what a wet piece of lettuce.
We found Byron, who did one of the game shows.
Yes, he would make a fantastic
The Pursuit.
The Pursuit, not the chase, the Pursuit.
He was, he had a lot more about him.
He would have the place rocking if he was given a chance.
Yeah.
Where Neil, no, we had one sail away, and he went to one side. Are you enjoying yourself? And nobody went yes. It was like quiet. He went, great, good to hear. It's like, you got no response, mate. And he went to the other side. Are you having a good time? No response again. And he felt it was good. He has got no clue of how or what is going on.
And when we were in with Peter Howarth, I was sat next to a couple who
Come forward.
they'd cruised with P&O for 25 years, and even they said that this was the worst cruise they'd been on.
Yeah.
And they would seriously be rethinking cruising P&O again because it was that bad. And it's a comment that you hear a fair amount. Don't get me wrong, there are people who are loving it and think it's wonderful and everything's perfect and the staff are brilliant and P&O are marvellous. But then I think there's probably an equal amount of people who are going, oh my god, this is diabolical. Some of those are first time P&O cruisers. Luckily for us, we've cruised before. It's not our first cruise.
If this was Joe's first cruise, it would put her off.
Yeah. But I think also there's some people who have been P&O loyal P&O cruisers who are now questioning what alternatives they have available to them because it's that bad.
Yeah, I don't think it's just because it's the Easter break. It is an Easter cruise. I think the staff are not tipped like they do on a lot of the other cruise lines, and they don't put their heart and soul into making your holiday the enjoyable moment it should be. And some of them walk around like they got slapped faces.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, they should, because we've dropped in 2 forms for Shining Stars.
Yeah, which is one in the beach house and one in
Vistas.
Costa Coffee in Vistas. Yeah. If it wasn't for those 2, it would have been a shithole. It's a tug. This boat is a tug. I'm saying that the boat is beautiful itself. Don't get me wrong, but it's misshaped. There's no open spaces, keel cow you got to walk through to get, people are walking through while you're eating, coming off the decks.
In nothing but a towel and a bather.
Nothing but a towel and a bather. And there you are trying to eat your scranning. Oh, you're dripping wet. Can you please bugger off? It's not designed with a flowing. It's designed. Pack it out. It's like Sports Direct. Pack it high. Pack it full. Don't care. That's what it feels like. So, Heidi Hi Ho Hell is this cruise. It has been really bad. I'll not come on P&O again.
No, it's had. There are some good bits, but they don't outweigh the poor bits.
No. I mean, we walked up the staircase and we found somebody's boxer shorts.
Well, we didn't find them. They were just in a corner. We didn't
investigate
them.
We didn't investigate them, but they were there. How can you lose a pair of boxer shorts
Well, you can if you've taken them off at the swimming pool
It doesn't matter.
and wrapped them up and they've fallen out.
Yeah. So, on any other things, do you think we need to have a talk about a constructive dialogue? So we are going to have a relaxing night because it is formal tonight, and we don't do formal.
We're going to start packing.
Yeah, the cases are coming out. Like I say, it's been an eye opener for those that have come on here. It might be a complete different experience to what you've been on, but to me, P&O haven't done.
They haven't delivered.
They haven't delivered. They are far for the amount of money that we paid on here. We could have done a nicer cruise somewhere else.
Albeit only a week.
Yeah. This is a budget.
But this is the first time we've actually got. We can't wait to get off, and that's not happened before.
No, it hasn't.
Even when we did the transatlantic.
Yeah, the transatlantic. Norway. It was hard to come off because I wanted to go back up there. If I had the chance, if I could take this cabin at the front of the ship and put it on any other cruise line and go up the fjords, I would. It would be beautiful. That's the only good thing about this boat is this cabin.
But we picked it. We paid to pick it.
We have paid to pick it, but you're just below the bridge. You got no storm doors. You're not locked in. I mean, it's a forced gale out there at the moment because we were going to record this out there, but it's blowing a hooey, and so we brought it in. But we've got the door open, and we're not feeling that, but yet we're sailing into it. So this cabin is really nice at the front of the boat. Drinks.
Oh yes.
Drinks. Go on, Joe.
Oh, so like a lot of cruise lines,
Drink package.
you get basic included in your cruise fare. So water, tea, coffee from the buffet.
From the buffet.
The naff juices on a morning from the buffet. And to be fair, they are good in the fact that they have water refill stations.
That is one good thing. Water refill stations. You've got to carry a glass with you, or you carry.
A lot of people have their own
refill
like
bottles.
water bottles, which it is good, and it's chilled, so that's good, and it shows a count of how many bottles they've saved, plastic bottles they've saved. So that's nice. So it's not like you can't have a drink.
No.
And like other cruises, you can have a soft drink package.
Yes.
Which gets you your
Fizzy.
drinks. I can't remember. There is two, because there's an A and a B and a C and a D. So
confusing. We went for the classic drinks package.
We got the classic drinks package, which was equivalent to about £42 each a day, I think.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong, it covers your coffees, small.
Correct. Small.
It covers your fruit juices, your non-alcoholics,
You can't
your mocktails, your smoothies, your fizzy drinks and stuff like that. And it then covers some of your wines and spirits and beers and lagers. There's only about 4 or 5 cocktails across the boat that you can have, but there are possibly another 5 or 6.
Yeah, 5 or 6.
That are in package D, which was...
What is package D?
That is the deluxe drinks package, which probably costs £60 a day.
Which is what you get on other cruise ships.
Which is, what you would get. And that meant you could have posher cocktails that tend to be different depending on which bar or restaurant you're in.
More of a measure.
You could have a double measure, not just a single measure. You could have a medium coffee, not a small coffee. You could have your frappuccinos and your smoothie-esque things from Costa.
I could not understand why you couldn't get that on the classic, because they're cheaper than the coffee.
You can get different wines and what they call sipping spirits. So, like you're limited to it's Smirnoff vodka, but if you have the deluxe, you could get Grey Goose vodka.
You're limited to the Captain Morgan spiced rum.
And it was just things like that. So you'd look at the menu and go, oh, that cocktail sounds quite nice. And then you look and you go, oh, it's a D, I can't have it unless you're prepared to pay for it. And it's like, well, I've already paid for my drinks package. I don't want you to charge me £10 for a cocktail.
Yeah.
On top of that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a bit of a. I mean, we got the drinks package. We got the classic drinks package. We've not. I don't say for 1 minute we've used it to its full advantage.
No.
And mainly that is because there's only 4 cocktails.
Yeah.
I don't really like most of them.
No, and if they'd opened it up to more of the other beverages, we would have used it a lot more.
I'm not really a big wine drinker. I've had a few Prosecco's, but to be honest, it's not the nicest Prosecco.
No.
So I've ended up drinking vodka and Coke. But it gets to a point when you're sick of it. You're sick of just drinking vodka and Coke for the sake of you. That's basically your choice. I mean, I even had fresh orange yesterday, didn't I? Yeah,
you did. Mostly all day, Joe had orange juice.
Because it's just like...
it's the same. You couldn't change the variety, which is a shame. Big shame. I think P&O need to relook at their menus. I think P&O need to look at the staffing. And I think P&O need to rethink about their brand. To me, P&O is a budget cruise. It's not the superior they make it out to be. You don't get what the advert tells you. I mean, we had escallops.
So this was in the Limelight Lounge with Sam Bailey, and we were thankful it was a different menu from the first time we'd gone.
We were.
Which was very good, and I can't remember what the other options for the starter were, but the one that caught both our eyes was king scallops.
King being the word.
With chilli and bits and pieces and peanut. Bizarre, but anyway. So we thought, right, we'll get that, and I got the beef, a pavé of beef with Yorkshire pudding.
Yes.
I can't remember what you got.
I can't remember what I got.
Oh, did you get the pork? No, you got the pork Wellington thing.
Yes, I got the Wellington, pork Wellington. It was slightly dry, the Wellington, but we're going to the starters first.
So the king prawns arrived.
Not king prawns.
Sorry, that's what you called them.
Sorry, I called them.
The king scallops arrived, and we expected, you expect 2 or 3, maybe sort of this sort of size.
Yeah.
And they were like teeny weeny things.
Tiny little ordinary scallop.
It was we did kind of both do a double take with that. My beef and Yorkshire pudding was very nice. I cleared the plate.
Totally cleared the plate, which I was gobsmacked because I was hoping to have a bit of a lick. I didn't even get a licking. And my pork was dry, but nice. The Wellington, the pastry was lovely, nicely cooked.
And it was black pudding, wasn't it?
I had black pudding in, which I love black pudding. It was nice. Then we had desserts. I had like a moussey type thing.
Chocolate brownie, wasn't it?
Chocolate brownie mousse type thing. What did you have?
I decided I would go for the Bellini.
Oh, that's it.
Bellini panna cotta with basil gel and roasted peaches.
You're gonna laugh at this. Oh, the peaches, Joe.
It was tin peaches. Well, I wouldn't even say Del Monte. They were tin peaches,
and they were not grilled.
One of them had a bit of black on it.
Okay, that might be.
It'd have been no. It was torched.
Yeah, torched.
But yeah, I've eaten enough tin peaches in my life. post hangover to know that they were tin peaches. They weren't even fresh peaches. Unfortunately, whereas normally when I've seen panna cottas, they've come in like it's almost like they look like a creme caramel. It's moulded.
Yeah.
This wasn't. It was in the bowl
With
with
green dots.
yeah, with the green dots on the top and two tiny bits of peach,
I was still putting pictures in.
and the prosecco jelly in the middle. And unfortunately, when she put it down, you could see it sliding all over. You tried the basil jelly and were traumatised.
No, I was not impressed. Basil does not go with that dish at all.
No, it was a strange choice.
Yeah.
If it had been a strawberry dessert, I could have understood it,
Yeah.
but not.
What it was.
No.
No.
And actually, if you ate the panna cotta and the jelly together, it didn't taste too bad, but there was certainly no way I was going to eat it all. You got the better dessert that night.
I believe I did. Yeah. But Sam Bailey has made this cruise. Her powerful voice last night was absolutely amazing. So she's been one of the highlights of what we've experienced. There's supposed to be a pool purely for the adults.
On deck 18, which
On
is where the
deck 18.
smokers are.
Where the smokers are. It's for the kids. Joe has done the skywalk, so Joe is now known as Speedy Joe Skywalker.
Ah. I don't know about Speedy.
Well, yeah, Speedy from the motorbike. And I didn't do it. No. My army days are gone. Been hiding loads of ducks, but we've noticed the staff are going around taking the ducks, which I think should be for the people on the cruise, not for the staff. So we have started, when we see a child,
Strategically placing them.
And some of the faces wasn't there a minute ago, but it's there now, and it's a delight to see. So we've got one more to hide.
4 more.
4 more to hide. So we're going to go back out and hide a few more. So in a nutshell, for me and Joe, avoid Arvia.
Well, it's not Arvia, it's P&O.
Avoid P&O Arvia, P&O everything. I will put my comment on their Trustpilot if they have got a Trustpilot, which I believe they will have. After I've done it, go along, see what the response is. I will be making it very clear in my response, in my comment. I'm not going to raise it with them informally. Formally, because you'll only get a already created letter saying sorry about your experience, which is not going to put things right. P&O, we are not the only people on YouTube that have said how bad P&O is. Videos out there. The thing is, we've got pictures to prove and back up what we're saying, like everybody else has. So overall, from me, never again. I will not touch this cruise line at all. Not even if they gave me a free cruise to say sorry, come and have a free cruise with us. No, I don't do that. That's not what I do this for. I do this to give people a view of our experience. Take from this what you wish. Take from it what you've seen, what you see on the clips. We have, in some ways, kept locking ourselves away in our cabin because it's ridiculously busy out there.
Especially on days like today when we're heading back home and the weather's not great.
No.
Everybody's inside.
Yeah. Any comments from you?
No, I think I've covered everything.
So, thank you very much for watching. Follow us what we do. We are hoping to take the pups away August.
Yeah.
August, September time. We will record it. You will see how nuts our 2 pups are. Hopefully you see other things that we do, like little days out with the pups. We are good because we're part now of a heritage club.
That's not true. No.
Not
English heritage.
English heritage. We cannot promote them. We will not promote them. But after a visit to Stonehenge, it was a no-brainer. So we're going to take the pups to places that
Allow dogs.
allow dogs. Nutters. Because they're fab. They're fab. Can't wait for you guys to meet them. So for me, thank you very much. Comment, subscribe, thumbs up, thumbs down. Don't care. Well, I do care. But at the end of the day, this is about our experience.
Yep.
Happy?
Yes.
Thank you very much and goodbye from us.
Goodbye.